Friday. But the government will report how much census hiring there was, that much. So we'll get that piece of it, and whether or not it'll give us any guidance on weather is unclear yet.
Thank you, Steve.
My pleasure.
And President Obama's 2008 election opponent has plenty of criticism for the administration, especially in the wake of Sunday night and the healthcare vote. Joining us now, Arizona Senator John McCain. Great to see you this morning, Senator. Welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
And we still have Fred Malek with us as well.
Morning, John.
Good morning, Fred.
Guess I got to start. First off, Senator, I'm just looking at the, we don't get talking points from the Wall Street Journal or the opinion pages, but it's all about this and the notion that the knee-jerk reaction to run on a repeal of this, initially, it seems smart. Now a lot of people are second-guessing that since it couldn't be done until 2012 anyway. Are you going to run on repeal of this?
You know, repeal and replace. And replace is the important part of it because most Americans know that the health care costs are out of control. By the way, 85% of Americans are happy with the health insurance that they have. But so we have to have also what it is going to be replaced with, such as medical malpractice reform, going across state lines to get health insurance your choice, rewards of wellness and fitness. We have a long list, including establishment of risk pools so that insurance companies would bid on care for those with pre-existing conditions and many others. But that's I think it's very interesting to note the inside the Beltway excitement as opposed to the outside the Beltway frustration and anger that still exists. And it isn't just over health care, it's over spending, out of control spending and a deficit.
Well, is it going to simmer straight through to November? Or, you know, we had another jobless claims number that was a little better and things looking up. We had Jack Welch on earlier saying that businesses he's watching are you know, responding better to the environment now. I mean, isn't it possible by November we're thinking, wow, things are going pretty well in the jobs market?
Well, I think that is the key issue for the upcoming election, and that obviously is jobs and jobs and jobs. And health care is obviously a part of that, but it's the economy. Look, all we've done is increase the deficit to a degree which none of us ever imagined. This year it's going to be $1.4 trillion. Estimates for next year, $1.5 trillion. These numbers are staggering. So the debt and the deficit, I think, can easily chill an economic recovery. I hope and pray it doesn't. But frankly, I see no sign of spending restraint here in the Capitol.
John, do you think we can grow ourselves out of this eventually? I mean, you look at the CBO numbers and you have budget deficits over $1 trillion for the next 10 years and national debt rising to about 17, 18 trillion by 2019. Is there any chance you think we can grow ourselves out of this, or do we have to cut spending, and what do you think we ought to do about it?
Well, obviously, we have to stop spending, Fred, but we also have to regain some credibility with the American people. Pork barrel and earmark spending is really outrageous. And I know the immediate response to that is, well, it's only a small part of the budget. But it's an important part of the budget. Domestic spending went up 20% last year, while every state, city, town in America had to tighten their belts. They had to slash spending, slash jobs, unfortunately and tragically, while we went on another spending spree. So I think we'll have to obviously address these issues. I noted that a very interesting thing this morning, in that it's Social Security is now giving out more money than it's taking in. That we had estimated that wouldn't happen for 6 years. So a lot of this stuff is a lot more, there's a lot more proximity of these crises than we may have estimated.
Senator, some of the most zealous elements for repeal are probably the same people that would be backing your opponent in Arizona. You're going to have to walk kind of a fine line on how you handle this. Do you need to tack right, even further right?
No, and I don't tack anyway. I do what I think is right. I've always done what I think is right, whether it be the surge in Afghanistan or opposing earmarking when it wasn't the popular thing to do. I don't have to tack anyway. Thanks, though, for asking.
But you understand what I'm saying. I'm trying.
I don't understand.
Okay,
what you're saying.
let's say that, and actually Santelli's back. We just saw him. To anyone who said he wasn't, but let's just bring up the sort of the Tea Party movement. That might benefit your opponent, and that would be a movement aligned with a really strong